Hey everybody, a good Erev Shabbos to one and all. Hope you had a great week. The beginning of Parshat Vaera, this is an interesting moment because the Jewish people are very much not happy with Moshe. They now have a much harder workload because Paro said, hey, we have enough time to come here and ask me to take a holiday in the desert. It means you guys are not working hard enough. And so they're not really believing in Moshe. They don't believe there's a redemption coming down the road. Yet Moshe is sent back in by God and says, go tell them I made a promise. There'll be a redemption. And part of that promise was, V'lakachti etchem li la'am, that I shall take you to me as a nation. And the Midrash here makes an interesting association between that pasuk of V'lakachti li la'am, V'lakachti etchem, li la'am, and another pasuk that's in Sefer Bereshit when Avraham invites in the malachim who are coming to, they're passing by, and after his Brit Milah, he says, "No, come in." And what part of what he does? Yukach na ma'at mayim. He gives them water to wash themselves, to bathe. They're traveling and they want to have some water, clean yourself off. And in this association, because of the lakachti and yukach, the same shoresh is used. The Midrash says, in the merit of the fact that Avraham gave the guests water, that one day God was going to follow through with a promise of v'lakachti etchem li la'am, that I will take out your descendants and I shall make them as my nation. What does one have to do with the other? What's the Midrash drawing our attention to? It's very cute. There's the yukach and the v'lakachti. What's the message? What's the lesson? And the idea, I believe, here simply is this. Right? Chazal are teaching us that when Avraham told those travelers, here, have water, bathe, clean yourselves off, it was an opportunity to not just say, here, I'll give you some basic food, but clean yourself off from where you've been. Have start fresh, literally here in this case. Clean yourself off, be fresh, and you're going into a new moment, on your next journey. I want you to be clean while you're here and then as you're heading off. And similarly, this is exactly what the Jewish people needed upon their exit from Egypt, which we're about to read about in these coming Parshiot. This was a people that were living in Egypt for so many years, probably very much influenced, and we see this in the Torah, very much influenced by their experience in Egypt. Sometimes in the way that they even treated each other, they were, they weren't always kind. You see that how sometimes they treat Moshe. And what did God want for them in that moment? I'm not just going to take you out and free you from being slaves. I'm going to give you a spiritual bath, clean you of the filth that is the Egyptian culture, this culture of enslaving people, of being an overlord on somebody else. That's not the way to live. I'm not just taking you out. I'm going to make you my nation. I'm going to make you a dignified people that is going to follow a set of rules and guidelines and values that elevates you and other people. And this is really the way that I think we all can learn about how to assist other people. Right? Just like Avram didn't just do the bare minimum, but here, let me elevate you, right? So you feel like a person, you feel clean. God does the same for the Jewish people. I'm going to elevate. I'm not going to take you. I'm just going to take you out. I'm going to elevate you so that you are better than where you've been. So too, we all can learn from this midrash about how when we assist others, it's not just about doing the basic minimum. How can we elevate the other person or the other people so that they that they can take their next step, so they feel like they're not just out of a situation, but they are now able to move forward in their own lives. That's, I think, one of the important messages that comes out of this promise that is given at the beginning. This midrash draws attention to how God helps the Jewish people, not just in taking them out literally, but to make them a nation, make them my nation with holy, special laws and values. let us do the same for others who we assist in our lives, whether it be within our family, in our community, or more broadly in the world around us. Shabbat Shalom, everybody.